and welcome to today's class. Today we're going to do a moon salutation. So a nice releasing class, letting go of everything that doesn't serve us as we always do. Just enjoying the flow, working with the breath, really just getting ready for the full moon happening tomorrow. You can do this class whenever you'd like to. It's a very nice flow, it's a grounded flow. It does pick up a little bit of pace in the middle, but we warm down quite nicely again. So when you're ready, you can join me on your mat. We'll start laying on our backs. And then just hugging the knees into the chest. Just beginning to draw circles with the knees. You can relax the feet. To allow the breath to become deeper. And then just loosely hugging the knees into the chest again. And exhaling, extending the legs out to 90 degrees. Bringing the thumbs and the pointing fingers together, creating a little triangle. Sit on top of the hands, and then we'll just exhale, release the right foot down, pointing the toes here. And keep both legs pointing, roll the shoulders out. Next inhale, draw the leg up. Exhale, release that left leg down. We're hovering the foot off the ground, we're not releasing the leg all the way down. Next inhale, reach, pointing the toes up. Exhale, release the knees into the chest. Lift the bum slightly and then exhale, send both feet down to the end of the mat. Flex the feet so the toes are pointing up. And then inhale, bend the knees, release the hands, hug the knees loosely in towards the arms. Releasing the feet down, just allow the knees to fall over from left to right. Just opening up the hips. As your legs are moving, let the breath link with the movement. And reach the hands up, keep moving the legs. And hug yourself, wrapping the arms around the chest, hugging onto your shoulders. And then just changing the lace of your arms to reach the hands up and swap the arms. Bottom arm becomes the top now. Alright, the knees to fall in towards each other. Keep the feet nice and wide here. And exhale, release the arms, reach them up. And lift the shoulders off the mat. Drop the shoulders. Again, lift the shoulders, really reaching, trying to get that extra bit of reach. So if you're trying to pick an apple off a tree, and release down. Try and keep the head on the mat here, the back grounded. We're just lifting the shoulders. Lift and reach as high as you can. Active fingers here. Exhale, release down. One more time, inhale, reach. And exhale, release down. Release the arms down. Again, one more time, bring those knees in towards the armpit. Interlace the fingers and wrap them around the legs if you can. Otherwise, just still loosely holding the knees. And then inhale, draw the forehead towards the knees. And just breathing in. Rounding up. Taking up less space. And exhale, release the feet out, pointing to the end of the mat. Arms are reaching to the top. And inhale, hug the knees. Exhale one more time, release. And inhale, hug. And exhale, release down. And just feel into the breath here again. Roll the shoulders out. Feel that the chest is open. When you're ready, release the right arm out, right or the left, whichever you're comfortable with, and then just roll the head onto that arm. So you're in a fetal position here. The knees are bent, they're about hip height, and you're breathing. Top hand comes to push you into a seated position. Come straight into your tabletop. Fingers are evenly spread here. Nice straight lines. The joints are making one on top of the other, shoulder above the elbow, above the wrist. And then just begin rocking, making circles forward and back on the wrists. Keep the fingers spread, pushing into the palms. Rounding the spine as you're coming up towards the top of the mat, and then untucking the tailbone as you reach the end. So round and tuck. And just going anti-clockwise. And just feeling into this movement that you're making. Waking up the joints. And coming back into your tabletop. Inhale, release the left arm to the top of the mat. Pull in the stomach and activate the core here. Keep gazing down. Draw the elbow in towards the midline and exhale the hand out again. Keep engaging the core. Exhale, release that hand down. Next inhale, reach the right arm. Elbow into the center of your mats towards the belly button, and exhale, release out. Inhale, ground the hands. And walk onto the forearms here. Just gently gazing in between the elbows. And push into your upper back. Gazing in between the knees now. And exhale, release the belly down, sitting the seat bones up. Open up the collarbones, shoulders are rolling back. If it's an uncomfortable position for your neck, you can keep your neck in that neutral position, gazing in between the elbows. Otherwise, try and bring the chin up so you're gazing along the mat. And then again, now tuck and round. So protracting my shoulders, creating space in between the spines. And exhale, release the tailbones up, lifting the chest. And one more time, tucking, rounding. Exhale, child's pose. Bring the toes together, the knees wide apart, and relaxing between the thighs. And you can roll the forehead from left to right on the mat. And just warming up the neck a little bit there. And giving yourself a bit of a head massage. And now reach to the top of the mat, tuck the tailbone as you come up into downward dog, tucking the toes. Keep the heels quite high here. And keep pushing into the hands. Keep a bend in the knees. And breathe. Send the left heel towards the mats and then the right heel up, so you're paddling it out here. Waking up those hamstrings. The heel doesn't have to reach all the way down. Just really walking into it. Feeling into what the body's feeling. Taking a look at the hands, they're still there. They're still working. And breathing. Coming into a neutral down dog, feet hip distance apart. Strong arms, neutral neck. Breathe. Lift the heels a lot, bend the knees a lot, really rounding the back. Begin walking your hands to your feet. Keep the heels up here, and as your hands get to your feet, Drop the heels and lift the toes. Keep the bend in the knees. Drop the toes and lift the heels. And dropping the heels again, lifting the toes. One more time, dropping the toes and lifting the heels. And then gently just releasing the entire foot down. Lift all 10 toes here and drop them from the pinky toe all the way down to the big toe. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold over the legs. Keep the hands dangling, keep the arms dangling. Shoulders are not squishing the neck, they're still very much sliding down the back. Keep the bend in the knees. Keep pushing into the feet. When you're ready, start coming up, nice and slow, keeping the hands dangling. Stacking the spine, one vertebra at a time. I really enjoy doing this. It's a good release for the cerebral fluid. It's a nice way to just warm up and get you back to the top of your mat. Great stuff. So we'll start our moving salutations. So we're basically at the top of our mat, or at the bottom of our mat now, which is great. This is fine. And we'll come to bring our hands into the prayer mudra in front of our chests. Relax the shoulders. Keep breathing and focusing on the breath. Nice long inhale. And as you exhale, release the hands down. Let the arms round the body. Draw a circle around the body as you reach up towards the ceiling. Let the right hand grip around the left wrist. And you'll inhale, reach up, and exhale, stretch over to the right. So now we're stretching that left side body. So we're pushing that left foot into the mat. Nice deep breath in. And exhale, come to the center, reaching up. And as you exhale, grab onto that wrist. Inhale, reach, and exhale, bend. Again, pushing into that right foot, feeling that stretch in the right body here. Inhale all the way up to center. Exhale, bend the knees and step your right foot out to the middle of the mat, walking towards the mat. So we're coming into a squat here. Draw the heels in, and the feet are about 45 degrees, and then a nice deep bend in the hips and the knees. Knees are running a line with the toes. Send the seat bones down and the thighs are wrapping out. Breathe in, nice deep breath in. And then when you're ready, send the hands up towards the corners of the mat in the room. Feet are pointing. And then inhale, dip again. Exhale, come up, stretch the arms out, draw that left foot in, right foot is drawing towards the top of the mat. We're going into triangle now. Inhale here, exhale, hinge forward over the hips, drop that right hand down, reaching towards the mat. You can use your block here. You can either gaze up towards that left floating hand or towards the toes. Inhale. And as you exhale, start leveling out the hips as you fold in, as you draw that left arm forward into pyramid. So you can keep a nice bend in the knees here, wherever you are. We're in a halfway lift here, long flat back and spine. Inhale and exhale if you can, forward fold over that leg. Just as far as you can go. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, bend that right leg. Move the left foot back. We're coming into a lunge. Place the hands down. Drop the knee. And inhale, lift the arms into a deep lunge. Really feel into that stretch in that hip. Inhale here, exhale, bring the hands down. Place them onto the inside of that right foot. Inhale, lift to tuck the left foot. You're in a locust now. And then drop the left heel down, come in to a side lunge. From your side lunge, place your hands down. Lift up and move over to the opposite side. Side lunging on the left now. Turning around, coming into the deep lunge, into the locust first. So hands on the inside of the left foot, round the upper back. Exhale, shape out that foot and drop the right knee gently. We're on top of the right knee here. Inhale, come up, deep lunge. Bring the hands down, shape out that foot. Tuck the back toe, come into pyramid. So you'll come up, lunge, scoot that foot forward, drop the heel in towards the middle of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Try and level out the hips as much as you can. And exhale, forward, fold over that leg if you can. As far as you can. Your next inhale, we'll move into triangle. So the right arm cartwheels open, opening up the hips. Left arm reaching. Again, you can gaze towards the right hand, neutral, or down towards the foot. Next inhale, come back up into your goddess squat. Very nice. Pushing into those feet, sending the tailbone down. Inhale. Exhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, dip down. Inhale, reach. And then exhale, you'll step to the front of the mat. Or to the bottom. Inhale, reach your arms up. Left hand hooks over the right wrist. Side bending to the left. Pushing into that right foot. Next inhale, center. Exhale there. Interlacing the opposite hand, inhale, reach. And exhale, using that right hand to stretch just a little bit more over towards the right, stretching that left body. Inhale, reach. Exhale, palms come down to the middle line of the body. Release the hands down the side. So we'll go again, just a little bit faster this time. Inhale, arms coming up, reaching towards the sky. Interlace the right hand around the left wrist, stretching that left arm across the right body, pushing into the left foot. Inhale, center. Exhale, inhale, grabbing on opposite arm, stretching to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, hands coming to prayer, moving that left foot back into prayer squat. Inhale here, exhale, 5-pointed star. Inhale, squat. Exhale, triangle. Inhale into pyramid. Exhale, halfway lift. Inhale here and exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knee, come into your lunge. Move the knee down, untuck the toe. Inhale, deep lunge. Exhale, release the hands down, tuck the back toe. Walk into the center of the mat, round the upper back. Exhale, side lunge. Inhale here, and as you exhale, release over to the opposite side for a side lunge. Moving over into your lunge, release the knee down and tuck the toe, lift the arms. Really feel that stretch in the psoas. It's really a nice stretch of the hips. Coming back into your lotus, tuck that toe, walk the hands in. Shaping out that foot into a high lunge. Tuck the toes. Drop the heel. Come into pyramid. Inhale halfway. Take your time. Exhale. Next inhale, triangle. Moving into your prayer squat. Your 5-pointed star. Prayer squat. And to the top of your mat. Inhale, arms come up. Right hand on the wrist, stretching over to the left. Left hand on the wrist, stretching over to the right. Inhale, reach up. Exhale into standing mountain. Coming to the top of the mat again, big toes apart. Big toes together, heel slightly apart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to the right. Inhale to the left, to the center. Exhale there, and as you inhale, move over to the left. Exhale to the center, inhale. Exhale, step to the back of the mat. Prayer squat. Inhale here. As you exhale, straight to triangle. Left foot comes in. Right foot straightens out. You hinge forward, coming into a triangle. Gaze up. Exhale, pyramid. Gaze forward. Fold if you want to. Inhale, halfway lift up. Draw that big toe towards the right heel. Place the right hand just underneath the face. Lift the right foot up, open up that hip. Maybe you send the left hand up to float into half moon pose. Release the left hand down, dropping that left foot gently, coming into your deep lunge. Cactusing the arms, opening up the chest this time. Inhale, reaching up. Interlacing the hands behind the back again, opening up the chest. Inhale, reaching. And exhale, release down. Tuck the back toe, coming back into this lunge, and then moving over into your side lunge. Almost lost my balance there. And then moving over to the opposite side for a side lunge. Try and keep that toes either 45 degrees or parallel with your mat. If you're feeling a bit of too much of a pull for your hamstrings in these side lunges, then bend the knee if you can. Side lunging here and exhaling into our deep lunge. So just remember, from our deep lunge we go into half moon. Inhale, reach up. Feeling that stretch, cactusing the arms, opening the chest, bring a slight bend to the spine. Inhale, reach. This time we exhale, interlace the hands behind the back as we open up the chest. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, release the hands down. Tuck that back toe, lift up into your lunge, and then draw the right toe towards the left heel. Left hand comes underneath the face. Bring that right foot to hover. Stack the hips one on top of each other, really opening them up here. And then maybe that right hand comes to hover. Keep the feet active here and breathe. Release the hand down. Gently release that foot down. Right foot's heel comes in at about 45. We're moving into pyramid now. So heels are leveling out towards the front of the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen up, opening up to triangle on your exhalation. And then inhale, push into the feet, coming back into that prayer squat. Good stuff. Inhale, push into the feet, coming back to the front of the mat. Exhale there. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale to the left. Inhale, reach. And exhale to the right. Inhale, reach up one more time and exhale, forward fold over the legs. Bend the knees a lot here. Inhale, halfway lift up. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees. Relax the neck. And start bringing the seat just behind the ankles. Hug your knees. And then just release the seat down to the mat. Again, hugging the knees in. And coming into a seated position. Extend that left leg long. Right leg comes in towards you. So if you're feeling very tight in the hips, you can double up your mat, or you can sit on a towel or a blanket. So then your hips are tilting slightly and it makes it a little bit easier to fold. So bring that right foot in. We're gonna inhale, lift the left arm, and then exhale, hug that right knee in towards the chest. Really opening up the chest past that knee, and then you can release that right hand behind you. Okay, so over that right shoulder. Option here to tend the fingers or release the entire palm down. Our inhalation, head comes forward first. Rest of the body follows into a counter pose. So place both hands alongside that extended leg. I'll just show you how it looks. Basically just like this, tenting the fingers and just gently twisting, breathing here. Inhale, head comes up, rest of the body follows. The thumb will fold forward, reaching for that foot. So walk your foot out a little bit. Let's have about 2 fist distance from the thigh. So inhale, reach, keep that left hand resting behind you. Inhale, reach the right arm up, and then just reach for that right foot. So it's like you're trying to get your shoulder past your knee here. And if you're just reaching, that's fine. Maybe you find the foot. We'll stay there for today. Inhale, gaze to the toes. Exhale there, come all the way up. Hug that right knee in, release it down. And then just release it out. Drawing the left heel in this time. We're going in for the twist on the opposite side. So remember that left hand comes to tent behind you. Move the belly, skin past the thigh. So inhale, reach up, and then exhale. It's like you're tucking that skin past the thigh. Hugging that thigh in. Maybe you even hook the elbow, whatever sort of twist you're going for today. I'm looking for more of a gentle twist, so I'll just hug that knee in and gaze over the shoulder. Now a nice deep long inhale, you really send the crown up high, and as you exhale, gaze forward. Let the rest of the body follow straight into that counter pose. So just a gentle twist here. Inhale, gaze forward, rest of the body follows. Now my foot comes a little bit wider out, opening up the hip a little bit more. I'm about 2 fist distance away. My right hand comes to rest behind me. I inhale my left arm up, creating length in my left body, and then I go to reach for that right foot. So wherever you are here, maybe you get to the foot, maybe you get past the foot and you're going in for a bit of a fold. Just take your time, be patient, don't let the ego get in the way. And then inhale, look at the toes, exhale there, inhale, come all the way up. And then just drop that knee out again. Seal the foot to the hip. Sit here for about a breath. And then release both feet out. Good stuff. Hug the knees into the chest, come up on the tippy toes, and then lift the heels up, coming into boat. Relax the arms down. Won't be in boat for too long today. Really hold your boat. Try and draw the knees in closer towards the chest. Try and keep the back nice and flat. And then exhale, release down. And all the way down. Hug the knees into the chest again. Draw them in, push them away. And then just a simple Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet meet. Roll the shoulders out. And breathe here. Just enjoying this little bit of opening in the hips. Extend that right leg out towards the top of the mat. Now bring the left foot to meet just the top of the right knee. And then you'll draw the heel in towards the seat. So you're in your reclined pigeon now. So option here, you can grab on for the thigh. You can interlace the hands around the thigh or the calf, the shin. Whatever you're feeling comfortable with today. Maybe you want a light stretch or deeper stretch. I'm going for light stretching today. So the thigh is good for me. We don't want to overwork ourselves with the full moon. We really want to just work on releasing tension, releasing anything that doesn't serve us, starting anew and fresh for the new lunar cycle. So drawing that knee in, resisting with the opposite leg, really opening up the hip, rolling the knee away from the face. Send that right foot up high. And you point the toes. Maybe get a bit of a wiggle to the ankle. Folding the leg. Release the foot down. And I always like going for this counter stretch again, just releasing that left foot down. So you're creating another little pyramid here or triangle with your leg. Keeping both shoulders sealed on the ground, opening the chest. Release the arms. When you're ready, just walk that foot around the leg, stack the leg one on top of each other. Then exhale, releasing the legs down again. And you want to bring that right foot to go just above the left knee and then draw that left heel in towards the seat. Again, we're rolling that knee out, opening up this right hip. Again, option for you. Interlace the hands. See, this hip's a lot more tighter for me today. So interlacing the hands around this thigh seems more sensible than the opposite thigh. But you want to keep the body balanced. So you want to try and do what you do on the one side or the other. So never say never, but try not to put too much strength on one side of your body than the other. I'm just really feeling the opening here in the hips and the lower back. Relax your shoulders and send that left foot up high. Maybe point your toe, rotate the ankle. And sealing it back down again. And releasing the left foot down. And now your right foot goes to rest on your left side, just by your left hip. And then enjoy the stretch. It's a really nice stretch on the side of your hip here, in your glutes, in our shoulders, gentle twist of the lumbar. And this is a great one to do if you spend a lot of time sitting down in front of a computer. And then the foot comes to stack on above the opposite leg. Just deepening that stretch just a little bit, creating a little bit of length in the stretch up into the thoracic spine. And then inhale, draw the knees in towards the chest here. Hug them, open them up nicely. Exhale, release the legs down. Soles of the feet meet here. Get yourself comfortable, untuck your tailbone, roll your shoulders behind you. And begin to slowly start sending your feet out to the corners of your mats, releasing your arms alongside your body, palms facing up. And beginning to spend time clearing out your thoughts, releasing things and thoughts and feelings that do not serve you. Feeling replenished and grateful, practicing forgiveness and acceptance of things that you cannot change as you begin to relax your body. Moving the toes or running the thumb across each finger. Begin stretching high to the top of your mats, pointing the toes to the bottom. Drawing your knees in towards your chest, hugging yourself again today. Forehead comes to the knees. Begin to rock back and forth. Come into a seated position. Otherwise, just roll over and we'll just be seated with the eyes soft and the breath passive, the mind clear, feeling relaxed and open, ready to take on a new chapter and let go of an old. Hands come to the prayer mudra, releasing your head to your heart, your greatest teacher. Namaste. Thanks everyone for joining for such a lovely class once again. I hope to see you soon. If you have any ideas for classes that you'd like me to teach, drop a comment down below. Otherwise, subscribe, click the notification button to see when I'm popping up new classes. Thanks again so much for joining. Keep your eyes peeled for more just like this one. Hope to see you soon.